Hello again, this is Akoto Derek from ScreamingEagleAirsoft.com. What we're going to do is we're going to review the CYMA CM.023. It's the MP5. Let's bring the camera up a little closer so we can take a look at the parts on this gun and see what comes with it in the box. Okay, has a battery charger. The red light to let you know it's charging. It has a small battery, 7.2 volt, 270 milliamp, nickel cadmium. It says 4/5 AAAs. I'm thinking that there are, I don't know, maybe there's 6 AAAs in here, rechargeable batteries. Nickel cadmium, so you'll have to be careful when you're charging it not to overcharge it. Comes with a large bag of BBs, about 100 BBs. Comes with some safety goggles. Comes with some accessory tools to attach your gear and a small little Phillips head screwdriver. Comes with the red light scope like I was talking about, and it also comes with a fake suppressor. Comes with a sling. Yeah, do with that what you will. And it comes with the gun. Let's take a quick look at the gun. Okay, the gun has it automatically comes with a flash suppressor right here. This thing can be unscrewed so that you can screw on your silencer attachment, or you can just fire it like this, you know. It has the orange tip for safety reasons, and it doesn't like stick way out. That's personal preference, however you like. Okay, it has this. Okay, I'm screwing this back on for you. Okay, it has a sling mount there and back here, working from the back to the front. Buttstock. This buttstock, bringing the camera up a little bit so I can kind of see what I'm doing. Okay, this buttstock right here, this whole piece right here is rubber. Okay, excellent. It's very soft. This is an adjustable stock. All you do is press this lever here, you push it in and it slides. That's the first setting. That's the second setting. And then there's the last setting. So there's no like real middle section settings. Not until you get to there. I like to fire it with the second to last setting. There you go, that's the one I like. Okay, but you know, depending on how comfort level or whatever, set it at whatever you want. It comes with a standard AK sight right here. It's not adjustable like the real thing. It just has one little groove in there so that you can shoot. Okay, now on the front it has a front sight post. It's protected, so that would be your iron sights to take a look and shoot. Iron sights won't work while you have the rail system on. You need to take the rail system off to use your iron sights. Okay, to put the rail system on, it just basically snaps on. Okay, and there are 4 little holes. There's one there, same thing on the other side, one there. It provides you with 4 little, they look like little wood screws, but you just screw them right in there. It holds this nice, I don't know what they call this, a Picatinny rail system. It's just it's basically for any type of scope sight that you want to put on here. Okay, the charging handle, it does have one. It locks into place. If you want to do the slap and charge, you can, you know, but it does nothing. It's just for, there's a small spring in there. It's just for playing, you know, just one additional moving part. That's all it is. Okay. Okay, the semi, safe, and full auto, right? Okay, this white one here is safe, There you go, that's semi, and that's full auto. If you look on the body, it's got 3 little dimples in it, and that's where the switch rests when you know you're in those settings. Also, you can watch the white line over here to see which one you're pointing at. Okay, what else is there? Battery compartment. Okay, battery compartment is in the forward grip. There's a little lever right here. When you pull this lever down, it releases it from the front assembly. From there you go, you see that it kind of tilts up. Now with it tilting up, you slide it off. It has a little catch right here, I'm sorry, right there, and it has, that's where it catches on there and then goes up to clip into place. Okay, in here you have like a little battery well. It doesn't carry a very large battery. I don't even think you don't want to upgrade this battery. I'm not sure what the motor is tested at, but it's probably not. I think a 7.2 volt is good enough for it. Okay, it has its own special connector, and that's it. Okay, let's see. Let's hook up the battery. Right, it has a little. Be sure to line up the little groove with the notch. There it is, so it clips in and holds into place. Put the battery in the little well that holds it. Now the wires need to go to the front, okay, and they need, because if this plastic clip is anywhere down here, the handguard won't close properly. So let's put that up there. Let's hook the bottom into the bottom. Okay, what's going on here? Thinking this wire folding over the side of the gun is pinching it, and it's causing it not to want to go into the gun. So what I'm going to do is what I did earlier, which I had the battery in the other way with the wires like this, and I think it went in just fine. Oh yeah. Look at that. Snapped in there just fine. Putting it on CYMA. Put it on full auto. Okay, awesome. Okay. Magazine release catch right here. Okay, so when you have a 21 magazine, basically you take the speed loader it comes with. I've already had a speed loader with some BBs loaded into it, and you just pump them in there like this with your thumb pump, and you can see where they fill in right there. Okay, and then whenever you put a MP5 style magazine into an MP5 style gun, remember not to try to push it in straight up. That's pretty much not the way it goes. It needs to come with a forward curve to it. Okay, so what I do, and this is the way I was trained, is to always have an exaggerated forward curve. Okay, exaggerate it, and then just bring it back till it goes in. Okay, if you know what I mean. There you go. Look at that. It slides right on in. Okay, put it on semi, and it fires great. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to chrono, and we'll see what we get out of it. I also want to show you the 2 different magazines. There's the 20 round stick magazine, which is you just load it from the top with a speed loader. You just load it up and loads up the BBs. It also comes with a speed loader, but it comes with a dual-sided magazine, which has one that goes in the gun and one that kind of fake looks, you know, sticks out on the side. Check that out. Isn't that pretty cool? It has a couple little bullets showing in there, so while it's in the gun you can actually see that, like Spec Ops would have 2 magazines taped together, hooked together, so that when you pull one out they can just move it over and slide the other one in, so they would have 2 magazines ready. Well, what CYMA did was they made a fake magazine that kind of looked like that, and it's not a high cap, but it's kind of similar, because you open up the hopper by moving the bullets back. You fill up the chamber with BBs, 110 BBs, and then once it's filled in here, it has a winding wheel. You wind it up, and the BBs get fed up into the chamber here that feeds into the gun itself. Thought that was pretty cool. That's pretty awesome. Here are a couple of different additional features I wanted to make sure I showed. Like I said, it does come with the red dot laser scope. What I want to do is kind of show you what that looks like when turned on. Let me turn it on, and let me see if you can see that. I don't know if you can. There you go. Isn't that cool? That's cool as hell. And you can turn it off. There you go. Also, one other thing. Oh, it comes with it in a jamming rod. Alright, we're back. This is my chronograph, and I've loaded this gun up with some .20 gram BBs, and what we're going to do is we're going to fire it, and we're just going to see what kind of FPS we get. 133. That's going to be a soft hit. 128. 122. 130. 131. I'm thinking 130 sounds good for this. There you go. That's what you see, 130-ish. Alright, thank you for coming out and checking out this video about the CYMA CM.023. I do want to tell you something about this magazine that I find is a personal experience. It definitely looks sweet. Like I said, you know, it's the double-sided magazine. Looks great. Problem is, this magazine only feeds about 50% of the time. So when I'm out there shooting, bang, 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 sometimes it doesn't shoot. It's not jammed, it just for some reason isn't loading into the chamber. I don't know if it doesn't fit in snugly. I think it's kind of a little wobbly, a little loose. Sometimes I have to hold it in really tight before it'll feed. So be careful with the large magazine. I found the smaller stick magazine to be a hell of a lot more reliable. So if you get this gun, you might consider getting additional one of those magazines, or check to see if this magazine works for you. I might have overwound it, I don't know, but I can tell you that this magazine has given me troubles, okay, and it will probably always give me troubles. It gives me troubles. Okay, so but I can't beat it for the price that I paid for it. This gun is super inexpensive and super cool, so I recommend it for around the field. It has a low FPS that's good for your neighborhood. I wouldn't take it to a competition. Again, thank you for coming out, checking out this video on the CM.023. We really appreciate it here at ScreamingEagleAirsoft.com. Again, remember to check out my Facebook page at Screaming Eagle Airsoft. You can just type in Screaming Eagle and you'll probably get me.